As you've probably heard by now, Nik Wallenda has successfully crossed the Niagara Falls on a tightrope, 550 meters across, 60 meters above. He has definitely entered the record books. Now let's take a look back at this remarkable event. The day reportedly began for Wallenda with fasting and prayer, but this journey really hasn't been easy for Wallenda. With many obstacles in his way, from area politicians to weather, this has been an event in the making for a long time.
It's been a dream of mine for a long time. I've been walking a wire since I was 2 years old, and my family history dates back to the 1780s. 7 generations, and I have 3 children, which make it 8 generations. All 3 of them already walk the wire, so it really is a lifestyle for us. But this actual event started in my mind back when I was about 6 years old. My parents were performing in Buffalo, New York on a shrine circus. And they brought us down to the falls to view them, me and my sister, and we saw them, and I remember thinking, how cool would it be to walk from one side to the other on a tightrope?
The excitement level has been rising here in Niagara Falls all week, with international media and hundreds of thousands of people here to watch this historic and daring event live, and many more watching from home. This is expected to put Niagara Falls back on the map. But with the anticipation of what would actually happen once Wallenda stepped on that high wire, many people were excited to be here to witness history.
We came to see Nik Wallenda, and this is a historical walk. I mean, first time ever anyone doing it, so we're excited about it.
I give him full credit. I mean, I'm looking at the wire right now over there, and it's a tiny wire. You know, it's not that big, so I mean, you got to be courageous, right? So he's definitely courageous.
I just think it's amazing what he's doing. We've never seen something like this before. We've seen circus acts and whatnot before, but this is something, and I told my kids and my wife this, that you're not going to get a chance to see an event like this again in your lifetime. I mean, even if another performer wants to do it, there was so much red tape between the parks and US and Canada that it probably won't go through again. It barely made it this time. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we can be here to see it.
I would like to see it happening, actually, to see how well he does, if everything goes well, see how far and how long he takes. It'll be interesting, really interesting.
Now, many longtime viewers of 100 Huntley Street will know that the Wallenda family are no strangers to us here. For many years, Nik's relatives graced our stage and parking lot, doing what they do best, high wire acts. The Wallenda family, or the Flying Wallendas, have never hidden their real motivations and inspiration for what they do. Faith has played a central role for generations, and Nik Wallenda will say his faith in Jesus continues to be his motivation.
Well, God's opened so many doors. I have a series on the Discovery Channel, for example, where people will see my life, where they can see that, wow, this guy is real, but there's just something different about him. I mean, I would leave meetings with the NPC, and they would come up to me and they would say, for instance, the MPP came up to me after the meeting with the Minister of Tourism, and he said, you know, there were a lot of naysayers in the room, and he said, there's something magical about you. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something magical about you. Well, you and me know what that magic is, and it's not magic at all. It's Jesus Christ and His light on me, and it really is compelling after and hearing it so much throughout the process of there's something special about you, there's something different about you. It's just again, I feel that that's God saying, you know, thumbs up, you're doing a good job, you're representing me the way I want to be represented.
And millions of eyes will continue to stay on Nik as he represents his faith. Now let's take another look back at that historic cross-border event that will forever live in the history books.
Just give me 15 seconds if you can. Nicely, dude.
Good evening. Thank all of you for being here. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. As everyone knows, this is something that I've dreamt of for a long, long time. And it just became a reality. The impossible is not quite impossible if you set your mind to it.
Nik, tell us about your faith. How did faith play a role in all of this?
Faith plays a huge role in what I do. I believe that God has opened many doors for me in my life, and this is one of them. To inspire people around the world that, again, the impossible is not so impossible if you set your mind to it and reach for your goals, reach for the skies, and never give up. It's an honor to be raised in a family that is known around the world for what we do, and I'm carrying on a legacy. And I can't say it enough, I'm so blessed to have this opportunity. You know, there have been many other wire walkers around the world that have fought long and hard and tried very hard to accomplish the feat that I just did. And to be the one that got the permission is, you know, it's beyond me. Other than it has to be a higher reasoning, in my opinion.
We've become very close to Nik. And what we love especially about Nik is that he represents never give up. Follow your dreams, follow your passion, and ladies and gentlemen, everybody's got a challenge. And the message from Nik, and he proved it today, never give up. How about a big hand for Mr. Never Give Up, Nik Wallenda, our hero. And to everyone else out there, one last thing that I want to do, and we don't do this very often. On behalf of all of the City Council of Niagara Falls, on behalf of our MPP, Kim Crater, on behalf of our chair, Janice Thompson, and all of the board of the Niagara Parks Commission, on behalf of the Minister of Tourism and everybody that was involved in making this a reality, folks, I don't know if you realize we made history today. This has never, ever happened before. It may never, ever happen again. It's the biggest event on the planet today. Nik Wallenda, we present to you the key to the world's most famous address, the city of Niagara Falls. Congratulations, Nik.
In Niagara Falls, Ontario, Maggie John, 100 Huntley Street.